Hi guys, so this is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio. I have already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down. We're going to flip them over together and see what's in store for about the next 2 weeks. So the first two cards I'm going to flip over they're going to represent the recent past. I call it the position of the back. So let's take a look. I have the tarot card of Judgment with the oracle card of, this is the Mask. So this is sort of like, you know what I'm getting for this? This is sort of like if you got a new haircut, and this would be like the first time you debuted your haircut in public. It's like some sort of change to an outward appearance of something, or a surface level change to something that is being brought forth in front of everybody. So maybe you changed your hair color. Maybe you changed something, or maybe this is just being seen in front of people. Something about aesthetics, being seen in front of a lot of people, but it's like a debut. It's like a debut event. Let's keep going. I'm going to go back to that and take a look and see if I can get a little more information, because that's a little general. But for now, I'm going to flip over the other cards before I do that. So the next card, two cards, represents the position of the head. So this is going to be what you're thinking, Scorpio, your actual strategies, thoughts, conscious thoughts. I have here the Chariot with the oracle card of the Key. So this is like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing in silence. This is like holding on to your secret, doing what you're doing without telling somebody about it. There's no reason to, that's your strategy, is doing something without telling people that you're going to do it. I'm guessing that this has something to do with aesthetics, because again, we have the Mask here, which is about looks. It's like the surface level appearance of something. Let's keep going, because I'm going to piece this together in a second. Okay, the position of the heart tells me just how you're feeling right now, Scorpio. We're feeling cautious, the cat. So again, like, kind of goes hand in hand with the Key here, right? That we're kind of feeling secretive, goes hand in hand with feeling cautious. The strategy for being secretive goes hand in hand with the emotion for feeling like we need to feel cautious with regards to what? The Page of Swords, the information that we're sharing, what we're saying to people or telling people. So maybe this is more than just about looks. Maybe this is more of like appearance with regards to like a full package, like what people think of you or how people perceive a person, place, or thing. It does have something to do with more than just looks. It is maybe about the way that something is explained too. But, appearance isn't always just looks. It is a combination of looks and the way that something is explained to you and something's understood. So this might just be, it's like we're very cautious about sharing our understanding of something. We're just going to do it and let our actions speak for themselves, or maybe not even, just kind of do it under the radar. Let's keep going. So the next position is the position of the hand. It's what you guys are actually doing. So I've got here the Lovers with the oracle card of the Sword. Okay. So I think the Lovers here speaks of this Judgment card. It's like the event where we are engaging with other people. Judgment is about engaging with other people. It could be like a party, could just be like a big event, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like a ritual of some kind too. Could be like a ritual, but this is really making the way we feel about a person, or this is like making how you feel clear about a person or a contract. The Lovers isn't necessarily a person, but it is an agreement. So it's like making your opinions clear on an agreement. And, the Lovers obviously can speak of romantic agreements. That is what a relationship is. It's a romantic agreement, right? We agree to be boyfriend, girlfriend. So this is like just being very clear about where you stand with regards to an agreement. Now, it's strange to me that we're being really clear about that, and yet our strategy here is to keep, a little bit secretive while we do things in the background. Maybe this is more of a show and tell situation where, we're cautious with our words, right? The cat is being cautious with words, but not so much with our actions. Like we're kind of like just demonstrating how we want to feel without making a big deal out of it and letting our actions speak for themselves. Okay, the last position before I'm going to go back and pull some cards to clarify these. And this is going to tell us what's going to happen. So this is actually short-term future. What's up for you in the next 2 weeks, Scorpio? I've got the Hermit card upside down with the Book right side up. This is soul searching. This is shadow work. This is digging down and collecting information. It could be that we're not ready to share this information yet, too, which is why we are being secretive. We're kind of like, we're keeping the regular, we're just doing what we're doing, but we're not being totally forward with everything. Because there is a little bit more that we need to discover about ourselves, how we feel. Maybe we haven't decided on this situation. All right, I got to go back to this beginning card because, like, what happened in the past that is now, it just seems to me there's like some things are clear and some things are unclear, which is throwing me off. So let's take a look. It's like some things you're being forward with, some things you're keeping to your chest. What's going on, Scorpio? And let's take a look at, again, this is the Judgment with the mask. This is the big reveal. That's what I'm feeling with this, the big reveal. Hey, leave me alone. Sorry, I have a rabbit poking in my foot. Okay, so let's take, okay. That was fast. Interesting. The big reveal about what? Who you like. Who you want to hang out with. The Hand with honey. Who you want to be with. Who you just like to be around. That's the big reveal here. And that makes a lot of sense because over here, we are being pretty clear about our feelings with someone. Or, with someone. So let's take a look at this strategy. It's like, I feel like we already told them how we feel, and now we're letting our actions speak for themselves, like quietly in the background. So let's take a look at this Chariot with the key here. What's the Chariot with the key for my Scorpios? These came out sideways. I'm not sure how to take them, but I'll keep them right side up. So I've got the Cup with Pluto. Wow. This is like major, major desire. This is like for a relationship with probably with this person in the past here the big reveal, right? So there's major, major desire to be with this person, but the strategy is to kind of like just keep doing what we're doing and hold it close to our chest. I feel like maybe we've already said what we need to say, and now all we can do is kind of like coast on that action. Because we can't say too much. I think that's this position here, the heart, right? We don't want to say too much. We're very cautious about what we're saying. I feel like we feel like maybe we've already said too much considering the Judgment here. But let's take a look at this combination. I want to see why we're so cautious with our words. Why are we so cautious with our words? Tell me about the cat with the Page of Swords from my Scorpios. Libra. Libra. Oh, because we already said it. It's already been said. Libra's like equalization, right? It's like the equation's equal on both sides. It's already been said, essentially. There's no need to say more, or saying more wouldn't add anything. Okay. Let's take a look at this position here, which is, I don't even need to look at this. This is just being super forward, super clear about how we feel. And again, I think that this is what you're doing, but I think the big shock already came in the past. This is now just you continuing to sort of like, you're maintaining this attitude, though you're not being like too forward about it, or you're not saying too much about it. You're keeping friendly. Number 3, you're keeping things friendly for the moment. even though you've already pretty much said, like, look, I'm interested. All right, the last position, I'm going to do some advice for you guys. So the last position, again, is soul searching. We're still soul searching. It could be that this person is soul searching. Again, if it seems like we know what we want, but the Hermit upside down is like somebody's still doing soul searching. So maybe this person is still figuring out what they want here. The door came out sideways, so they are not still certain that they're on board, but they will be, because look what's on the bottom, the knot. So the knot is definitely that partnership, that agreement, right? It's very much like lovers energy, like very much resonates with the lovers. So this person will eventually come to a decision. Maybe this is you, just your decision to speak more on this, or to be more vocal about it, even though your actions might speak for themselves. Yeah, and take a, I think this is also going to be when this person, you or this person, takes the big risk to come forward and say everything. Say everything that needs to be said. Don't just show it, or don't just say part of it. All right, so this is coming up, but not in the next 2 weeks, because in the next 2 weeks, again, it's just the Hermit with the book. So the next 2 weeks, it's still that soul searching. All right, let's pull advice. All right, can I get some advice for my Scorpios? What should my Scorpios be focusing on, doing, or yeah, just advice, good advice, positive advice. That's helpful advice. Okay, the Queen of Swords, very cut and dry here. Queen of Swords is very clear cut. So maybe let's keep going. I mean, let's look. So on the bottom here is the Two of Wands upside down, which speaks of someone not having made the decision yet. But the advice here is to be clear. Continue to be clear, right? Continue to just be so obvious. The Queen of Swords leaves nothing hidden, leaves nothing to be, for anyone to wonder about. Let's do an Oracle card. Any advice for my Scorpios? The Queen of Swords, it's like the clearer, the better. The clearer you can be, the better. I feel like you're being pretty clear about your feelings. Let's see. Any advice for my Scorpios? Interesting. The number 9. 0 again. This came out earlier. And the mouth. Wow. So 0 is full energy. It's like taking a risk. The mouth is obviously talking. And the number 9 is actually knowing the right words to say. It's not just speaking out your ass. It's not like blowing hot smoke. It's like really know what you want to say and say the right things here. But there is a risk involved. It's like, yeah, take your time figuring out. Maybe you're the person who still needs to figure out the right words. You've already sort of demonstrated with your actions, but maybe you haven't said it with the right words. You need to come up with the right words. And then say them. On the bottom, Taurus, take your time, right? Taurus is slow and steady, so just take your time with this. Take your time, be clear, and then speak up. And speak up and just take that risk when you know the right words. All right, Scorpio? So I think that's it. I wish you guys the best of luck with this and with your situation. I hope it works out, and I hope you guys got something out of this reading. And thank you so much for taking an interest in these videos. I really do appreciate it. Have a good couple of weeks.